Hello and welcome to On the Sofa with me, Colson.
Me, Jack.
Me, Ben.
On the Sofa is your podcast with your three mates from the telly, where we get together to chat all things film and TV. Today's Wednesday. On Wednesdays, we talk about a film, and the film that we're shining a spotlight on this week is If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Ooh. It's Ben's choice. Ben, why'd you pick the film?
It was Rose Byrne was Oscar nominated and we hadn't seen it. And I heard a lot about it and I thought we should watch it, and it came on streaming.
Mm-hmm.
I knew nothing about it, which was great.
Yeah.
Came on streaming. It's available on the BFI player. Is that what you did, or did you pay the 20 quid?
I paid the £15.
I paid 15, yeah.
I subscribed to the BFI player.
Did you?
Watched it for free, unsubscribed. Thank you very much. Got it for no.
There we go.
Oh.
Yeah, you should have done that, pal.
I just know I'll forget. It's a classic thing that everyone always goes, so do the 7 days trial, and I always forget.
Yeah.
And it's 9th day, and I'm like,
I've just paid 14 quid.
Yeah.
I unsubscribed before I started watching the film because I was like, let's be
there we go.
operational here.
That's good.
Ben, please, can you give us a synopsis?
Yeah, I'll try. Rose Byrne, Linda, is a psychotherapist who's looking after a very ill child. Her husband works away, and we see through the film her life after a big leak in her flat, a big hole collapse in her flat. You see her move into a motel, and you see her life slowly start to implode with all the stresses of her work, plus the difficulties with her child's illness.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Jack?
Good. Really good.
Yeah. Just off the bat then, Jack, what was your feelings about Ben picking this film? Were you keen to watch it?
I was keen to watch
it
for the same reason Ben basically said. I know that she was Oscar nommed, and I know What's the Chops didn't really have any rival with the Oscar run-up. Who was it who ended up winning? Yeah, Jessie Buckley. If there was one other horse in the race, she was second.
Yeah,
that's what people were saying.
Because it is really a film. Utterly, she drives the whole film.
Yeah.
Has there ever been, I know this wasn't that film, but has there ever been a film where you've only ever seen one character? Because at first I thought, are we only ever going to see her and you're never going to see anyone else around
you thought
her?
just the tight close-up?
Yeah.
You thought it was just going to stay on
there's
that.
a Tom Hardy flick around when he's doing Inception.
In his car.
Car.
When it's all phone calls and he's in a car.
It is, yeah.
Previous to that, there's a Ryan Reynolds flick called Buried. Where he's been buried alive.
Yes.
And the entire movie is the point of view of him in the coffin.
I suppose the idea is that the film creates very quickly that real feeling of stress and tension, because you don't. Her child's obviously ill.
She's got an eating disorder, hasn't she?
Yeah, won't eat. And what you get is the child talking in the back of the car, and then you realise she takes it to a sort of special unit where they help her to eat or maintain weight or get to a certain weight. But the camera being so close it's very
uncomfortable, isn't it?
The entire experience is completely distressful.
A bit distressing.
A bit Uncut Gems-esque.
Yeah.
So Josh,
I
think it's Josh Safdie. He was one of the producers.
Oh, was it?
Who directed Uncut Gems.
So he has that. He wants that relentless nature of the film to not let you off the hook, which is what it did. It felt like it elevates each time. Each 5-10 minutes you get the next thing. You see the child not eating, then not getting on with the hospital, then not getting on with the clients, then one of the clients running off and leaving a baby with her.
There's a few like key moments that I've picked out for the film that I want us to talk about. One, Ben, the one that you just touched on there of the client leaving her with the baby, like that is so like distressing because of the noise alone, isn't it?
Yeah, but I suppose it's the, I don't know. I suppose that she's got a child. The client leaves the child. Then she's with another baby, sort of helpless. And she's also, what's very clever about the film is everyone's going to her about their problems for help, not realizing her life is probably imploding more than theirs.
Yeah, okay.
And the hole in the ceiling in the flat when they have to move out is sort of
is that like symbolic
of the hole in her daughter's stomach that feeds her.
Yeah.
And also the hole in her life.
Yeah.
And her husband is like a captain on a ship, so he's not around.
Well, I liked that at the end though, because all the way through it, you're thinking, is she like a single parent?
Yeah.
Like, where's he in all this? And it never explains what his job is, but the fact that he kind of turns up in a naval uniform, you think he's someone of very high command, that he's got a very stressful job and he works a lot. And he's
away for like 8 weeks, didn't they? So he was 3 weeks into an 8-week stint, and he's sort of firing back saying, come on, it's got to be simple. Can't you do this or do that? Not realizing what she's going through on her own.
Yeah, the amount of stress.
The stress, like when the child says, I want a hamster. I won't go into school unless I get a hamster.
That's mass. One of like the main scenes that I've picked out.
Yeah,
that was a true story. Apparently,
was it?
The hamster was a true story.
The hamster in the car.
The hamster in the car, buying a hamster for someone who's kicked off about the hamster, and then they get out of the car crash, jumps out with the hamster, and the hamster then went and got run over.
A true story from who?
The director and the writer. Apparently.
Writer-director Mary Bronstein's real-life experience with a terrible family hamster named Max.
There you go.
Ah, brilliant. Cheers.
Didn't you have a hamster?
Max had a hamster called Rocky.
And then you had Rocky 2.
Yeah, Rocky 1 died.
Does Max know there was 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we called it Rocky 2. Yeah, he knew. But I mean, it was a bit
sad.
Rocky 1's buried in the garden. We had a proper...
American flag over him.
we had a proper
21 gun salute.
Where's Rocky 2?
I don't know.
That's a flush. That's a flush job.
No. We actually took Rocky 2 to the vet. He got a bit unwell, and they went, "I'm sorry, Rocky 2's got to go."
Rocky 2, I'm sure, was a lovely hamster. The hamster in the film.
Oh, it looks awful.
Fucking horrific.
Yeah. But I suppose that was the point,
doesn't it?
She'd sort of it looked
possessed.
It looked crazed, and so she buys this hamster for the child. The child's in the back of the car. You still don't see the child's face, but you see the hamster climbing out the box. She goes, "Don't take it out of the box. I'm not taking it out of the box." But he wants to get out. Of course
she does.
It's really did that. Of course she does. Starts to get out.
Bites her.
She puts it into the front. Then she gets hit, doesn't she, in the back of the car?
Runs into the back of her.
Takes out the hamster. He goes, "What's that?" He goes, "What's what?" Hamster goes out, gets smushed. But it just adds to that feeling in the film, which I think it does very well, which is, her stress. And then she tries to relieve her stress by having...
She brings a lot of it on her fucking self, though, doesn't she? I feel. It's not that bad.
Oh, I think it is.
The hole in the roof, blah, blah, blah. But I also kind of thought, these are two people with like high-powered jobs. I imagine they're both bringing a little bit of money. They're renting some sort of apartment, and then they go into some sort of dodgy motel.
Because that'll be the insurance, won't it?
The insurance put her into a hotel. Who's the guy who's the big guy who's he did it very well.
The young lad.
No, the other guy who's the other therapist. He's the big Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
By the way, Bryan Cranston's doppelganger.
No.
I
don't think he is.
I literally, in the first shot, I went, Bryan Cranston?
No.
And then the camera panned a little bit, and I was like, it's not
Bryan
Bryan
Cranston's
Cranston.
daughter's in the pit.
Who's she?
The daughter the doctor that's very, very nervous.
Oh,
and
yeah.
says things, goes, that's Bryan Cranston's daughter.
Really?
Talk about the pit more
Mel.
on Friday.
Mel.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Bryan Cranston. Anyway, he's very good in it, I thought. Considering he's not an actor.
Yeah, he is.
I thought he was excellent. So she goes to him for kind of like therapy between the clients, doesn't she?
Yeah. And you don't know that they work together straight away.
No,
you
don't get that.
For you to kind
I know what you're saying, but I think that's the point, Jack. In individual, she might be able to handle it, but all in one, plus the stress of her daughter. What I got from it was the guy in the car park when she goes to the hospital gives her a load of grief, won't let her park. The daughter,
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
Hanny went, oh, it's Danny DeVito.
And Bryan Cranston.
Oh, it's Matilda.
What a
It's like- and I went, no.
What a cast.
What a cast. But the daughter won't go into the hospital school
Yeah.
on her own. She can't park the car. The guy in the car park gives her grief. It's all one, the next thing. And the next thing.
Stress. Yeah, I get that. I think I'm more towards Ben than you on that of her bringing. Like
I think she's got a lot.
it is a stressful
So
situation.
so at night, to relieve the stress, her daughter's in the hotel room. Her daughter's fed through a tube at night.
Yeah,
She's in this motel. She goes out. She smokes, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Takes some
the
drinks.
wine.
Yeah.
And then she sort of gets into this whole kind of weird nightlife in the motel.
Yes, which is a bit. So there's a guy who works in the hotel, but I don't think he does work in the hotel. I think he's just another resident, isn't he?
he is, yeah.
In the room
Yeah,
next door.
well, I thought he helps and he gets a room for help.
That's what it is, because his room was
He's
very
a big
much
rapper,
like
isn't
an
he? What's it?
apartment.
ASA.
That's ASAP Rocky.
ASAP
Is that
Rocky.
who that is?
Yeah.
Is it? Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
So they kind of start experimenting in like drugs together, and there's a bit of a friendship formed between them.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
Well, he
Her-
goes onto the dark web to try and get a cocaine.
Yeah,
And then he says, well, I can't give money. You've got to go and get
Bitcoin.
Yeah,
or
Bitcoin
some-
or
voucher. Yeah.
vouchers. You could see she's just using drink,
Yeah.
drugs to try and,
Get her through.
yeah.
But the nighttime aspect of the film is kind of quite supernatural. There's a very weird element to it as she goes back to the flat, doesn't she?
Yeah.
And the flat obviously has this massive hole in the roof, and the hole's getting bigger.
Remember, she's taking the
Drugs.
dope,
Is that what
isn't
we're
she?
going
yeah,
with?
I think
And
she's
yes,
kind of
yeah.
hallucinating.
Stuff's coming
Lack
out
of
of the
sleep.
hole.
It's all
and-
that,
yeah.
really. That's what it's all infused with. So I
But,
wouldn't-
but then she takes him to smoke. They look at the hole. Then he goes, well, where's it coming from? What's it? Let's go upstairs. They go upstairs. He's looking at the hole. Then she's there floating away. Something's happened to her. And then I couldn't work out, does she push him through the hole?
I didn't know. You just hear the noise.
You hear the noise and he lands and he's broken his leg.
Yeah.
Broke badly.
But then she
just
ran
runs
off.
Then she
away.
runs off
Mm.
and leaves him. So it's like it's all the bits of her life are going on. Because
Yeah.
every time she has a client, the client starts to think, hold on, you're late or you don't seem there. She
Yeah.
doesn't listen to the clients.
Her clients aren't great with her. Like one
No, she's
client
fallen
wants to
asleep
sleep
while
with
she's,
her.
Yes.
she's fallen
Yeah.
asleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then one client has like a sexual fantasy with her.
Yes.
The other client wants to be her.
Right.
Like there's a lot
Yeah.
of weirdness and
Yeah.
stress going on.
I think she's absolutely excellent.
yeah,
in it.
she is great.
really, really
She's
good.
always been really good.
Powerhouse performance all the way through.
Mm.
Can we talk about the extremely disturbing scene, which we're going to say part of it is a hallucination, but we know it does happen, where she removes the tube out of her daughter's stomach.
I don't think it's a hallucination.
No, she does
I think
that.
she
But
does it.
the amount of time that it's for, do you think that's how long it is? Yeah.
I would have thought, yeah.
It's like she's doing tug of war.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Yeah,
probably.
but
I
she
mean, I'm no
wins.
doctor, but I think that was the whole point is she thinks, well, I suppose the whole point of it being is, so the daughter has a tube in her stomach that feeds her. And she thinks it's an operation to withdraw the tube. And if the daughter hits a certain
the
weight,
doctor
that
has advised that she has the tube removed, haven't they? They've said we think you should have the
If
tube.
she
When
makes
she
the weight.
makes weight and
Yeah.
she's not making
And
weight,
she-
But then they
won't
still
eat.
say you should remove it
yes,
anyway.
yeah.
Then she's been saying she wants it removing for
And
ages.
she
the
thinks it's a
mum.
big surgery, and the doctor goes, "No, it's not. We just pull it out."
Mm.
And she's in delirium, isn't she? She's had some drink. She's beside herself, so she starts to pull the tube out. And I suppose the whole point of it also was, it's not easy to do it. It's not like, and she keeps pulling it, and then it sort of pings out, and her daughter's left without the tube.
It's gross.
It's not that gross.
I thought that was uncomfortably.
I think Hanny actually had to look away at that point and went, "Tell me when she stopped pulling."
Yeah.
And it was going on for ages.
I thought it was
Has she
brilliant
done it
that
yet?
it
I went,
went-
no, she's still going.
It went on for ages.
Yeah, it did.
The lad who plays the husband is quite a big
Christian
actor.
Slater.
isn't
Christian
he?
Slater.
Yeah.
He's
I
a
saw
huge
Christian
actor.
Slater in a play.
One
Did
flew
you?
over the cuckoo's
Yeah,
nest.
yeah, in London, yeah.
Because did you know it was him by his voice?
But his face gave it away.
I know, but
did you know-
you heard his voice
No.
first, didn't you?
No.
And I heard his voice, and I thought, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And I had
I
to,
didn't.
had
It
to
didn't come
IMDb
into it.
Okay, because
straight away it'd be him.
when I saw his face, I was like, I know him, and that's who the voice is. But I
Mm.
didn't obviously know the actor like that, and I wonder if that's why they casted a big name, because the majority of his work will have been voiceover.
Mm.
We don't always do this on the show, but I want to talk a little bit about the ending.
Mm.
What was your interpretation of it?
That she's finally coming round, and I think she's kind of got her shit together a little bit, because it's the first time you see the daughter's face, isn't it?
So you think her running into the ocean is her trying to sober herself and bring her back to reality?
I think she's trying to kill herself.
Well,
I think she's killing herself.
Yeah, she is. Yeah,
I think she kills herself.
but this no, she doesn't.
And I think she
No.
sees the daughter in heaven.
No, because
No.
the sea spits her back out.
So why she see the daughter then?
Because she says, "Mum, are you all right?" And she goes, "Yeah, I'm going to be all right." And I think that's her realizing, I've got to get my shit together.
I
now."
think she sees the daughter before. The feeling of not seeing the daughter is this pervasive stress in the back of her head, always pushing. And then after she's come out the water, she tries 3 times, goes in. There's almost that clarity. And the daughter, she sees the daughter and remembers, actually, I'm a mum with a daughter. And that's the most important thing. She comes back to her daughter.
Yeah.
Whereas before, she's just managing life. I think after that bit, for me, she comes back to it, and her husband has come back, so there can be it feels like she's got support and a unit, where she had no support. She had no unit.
The time when the wave is high and she runs at it head first, that's like,
Oof.
that is big.
What do you think of the title?
If I had legs, I'd kick you.
Did the daughter have any legs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
is it the hamster?
I don't know where that comes from. It must mean something, though.
Well, it's like it's that feeling of helplessness. Like it's like I'm angry and I have no, if
Yeah, I see
if
what you mean.
I have no mouth but I must scream, right?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
It's whatever you want to interpret, basically. The writer-director, she wrote it down years before as like an interesting line.
Ah.
And throughout making the film, she had no title. And she remembered this line, and she thought it went with the film because it's up to your
Okay.
own sort of like
Yeah,
interpretation
I like
to
that.
what you
I
think,
like
really.
that.
So she put it in just so that you could think whatever you took from the
that's
film.
I think it's a great title.
Yeah,
Like I
it's
think
a
it's like
brilliant title.
extremely memorable.
I
Yeah,
think
it
it's
is, isn't
excellent.
it?
I think you're absolutely right, Dave.
Good fact, Jack.
Yeah.
Good fact.
Good.
I like that. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back from the break, we'll be giving our ratings on If I Had Legs, I'd Kick It. Back from the break, time for our ratings. Ben, you picked this film, which means you get to
I
start.
didn't know anything about it. I tell you what, I absolutely loved. It was super uncomfortable to watch. I watched it with my daughter, and she was like, "Oh, this is super." She's really good. She went, "This is super uncomfortable." That feeling of tightness. I didn't want. I didn't. That performance, Rose Byrne's performance, absolutely captivated me. To lead a film almost entirely in your own head. Yeah, you've given the daughter, but you're not faced. You've given the daughter. Everything else is just her driving it. So I'd give it an 8.
Interesting.
Solid.
Right. I'm open to questions, but I didn't like it.
Oh.
Not for me. Like, I don't know if that's because it was distressing, because if it was uncomfortable, but it wasn't like I didn't enjoy the process of watching the film.
Isn't that the point?
I think so, but I didn't. As a viewer, that means that I didn't enjoy it. I
Okay.
can appreciate her performance. I thought she was great, and like what Ben said there, it's an hour 50 film, and I would probably say that she has an hour and 48 of screen time. Like, and to do that is incredible. But for me, it just wasn't my film. It didn't get me in, and I don't think I'm as captivated
You what?
in it as you are.
Can I ask? Do you
Captivated.
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 do you like do you like the Safdie Brothers stuff?
I like
do you
Uncut, I liked
Gems,
Uncut
Good
Gems.
Time?
Yep, I
I
liked.
don't think you like anything that makes you feel uncomfortable or doesn't resolve resolve itself.
Yeah, didn't answer. A bit whale-esque, I thought that was. Uncut Gems is a bit further back.
Uncut
It's
Gems
busy, but
is,
you hear
Uncut Gems is almost like a kind of semi-heist film. And
fun. Yeah.
But I don't think... I think with that film, you either are okay with that feeling of it being comfortable and understanding what the film is.
Did you see Sentimental Value?
Yeah.
Did
No,
you?
I didn't.
Is that the one that
you
you
didn't
forgot
watch
Yeah,
to
that's
it?
the
watch?
one I forgot to watch.
Because
Yeah.
it's similar,
It's
sort
similar
of like
to
with
that.
it being
It's similar and
not resolving
comfortable.
itself
Yeah.
in a way.
It's like, you know how when you watch a horror film, you have a certain level of anxiety?
Right.
It gave me that anxiety,
All the
and
way
there was
through it.
no payoff.
But that's...
There's
I
no release.
get, yeah,
I mean, that is the point.
I completely get it. But me as a viewer, it's obviously different to you as a viewer. So I'll go 6.
Sloppy.
Sloppy 6.
I think I'm in the 7s. 7.5.
Steady away.
I think steady away.
I
Steady
think
away.
I think what I did also think is be interesting to see what the box office is. But what a brilliant original story to get into the Oscars.
Yeah.
What a great film for a lead for someone to really read that script and go, wow, what a great film.
Is there
Great
a
part.
reason
Great part.
why 21.5, by the way, is what I think.
I think that's
Oh,
fine.
it's fine, yeah.
Is there a reason why it hasn't been taken up by like a major streamer, or why it's quite hard to get your
It's
hands
on Apple. I watched it on Apple.
Yeah.
It's
I
on
think
Apple,
is.
and
But
it might after that.
It's on at a big price, isn't it?
Well, I think they do that to try and get something back. I think. So I think as soon as they kind of sign a deal with the Golden Handcuffs to like a Netflix or something, they get bought.
I mean, it's a powerhouse performance.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be for everyone. It's, I think what was good is I didn't know anything about it. Some people might not like you.
Yeah. And I
Not
think
want
I
to
was
see it.
I think I was waiting for it to be a horror.
Right.
But there's a lot of that with bloody
Is it
A24.
A24?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like there's a
Yeah, but
lot
they've-
of that. But they've
A24 moved into
completely
different
changed
film now.
They're just the biggest production house in Hollywood.
Right.
They're the only one doing anything anyway.
Before we go to the box office, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So Rose Byrne did win an award during the award season for this.
Oh, did she?
Do you know what she won?
No.
Golden Globe for Best Actress in a musical or comedy.
Yes.
Having seen the movie, do you think that that's appropriate? Like, do you think not that she does? It isn't a great performance, but is it a comedy? Is
Well,
it?
no.
No,
Not
it
at all.
isn't. Not at all. And I wonder if they've done that for Rose Byrne's CV because she's normally known as a bit of a comedy actress, isn't she? She's in Bridesmaids.
Yeah. Although
isn't
she did that. What was that series I saw where she plays that?
Insidious.
No, she plays the teacher, the aerobics teacher. She has an eating disorder in that, and that has the same frantic feeling to it.
That's on Apple.
That's on Apple. I don't think it's a comedy. I didn't find
It's
it.
not a
No,
I didn't
There's
find
the bit
it.
with the hamster, maybe, but
It's
I mean,
not
I
a
didn't
comedy
even laugh when
performance
it
for
happened.
me.
No.
So that award
the New
was-
York's Critics Circle gave her Best Actress straight up, and then
Yeah.
the Golden Globes gave her for musical and comedy. So I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's
I
a
don't
weird
think
wrongly
maybe
given.
they were also determined to definitely give her something.
Yeah.
There's more laughs in Hamnet.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah, and
I think that's actually a sort of that's not where it should be categorized.
No,
I think
not
it's a
at
really
all.
good dramatic performance.
I wonder if they wanted to maybe give her something and they thought we're just going to get whitewashed with Buckley.
or there
Yeah.
was fuck all in musical and comedy this year, and they thought,
Maybe.
share it out. Jack, you're in the box office now. Can you hear us there?
I can.
It's always open.
It's what? What do you want?
So hold
Box
on.
office. I'm in the box
We're in the
office.
box office. The first thing we do is budget,
Budget.
isn't it? Budget of the film. Now I'm hoping
We're in dollars, by the way.
I'm hoping it's low.
Okay.
I would love for it to be low, and it makes loads.
And it makes
I would
loads.
love for
That's
it to
the
be
goal. That's
yeah,
the goal.
no, but I'd love it to be like
20 million
art house.
US.
No one wants to make it 10 million. No one wanted to
Right.
make it.
It's not-
She struggled to get the money.
Yeah.
Christian Slater did it as a favour. Do you know
Okay.
all those things?
Yeah.
That's what I like. So you got
Can't-
20.
Yeah, it can't be big budget because the director had done the thing with Greta thingy before, hadn't she?
Gerwig.
Yeah, that was all. So it's probably
You've got
what second
20.
or third job. I think 20 or high teens.
Okay.
I'll say 20.
20. I'll say 10.
1.7 million.
Oh, that's
What?
mint.
No.
Oh, I love it. Judges.
I'm getting.
Yeah, 1.7.
You sure?
Yeah,
Are you
1.7.
sure?
1.7.
1.7
Dave,
million.
is he sure?
No, I'm not, but don't.
No,
Don't, Dave.
you
'cause it
can't,
fucks
because
it.
that's too much of a stat. No, you can't say 1.7. It's not. That's bullshit.
You'll find out.
if
You'll
you're in the
find out
box
after.
office.
It's 1.7.
1.7.
It's not, is it, Dave?
Million.
It is.
US.
It is. Dave's giving me
Roughly
1.7.
1.5, 1.7.
That is brilliant.
Wow.
That is a fantastic film for that budget. That is a
1.7.
fantastic film.
So then what's it made back?
Oh, it's made
It's made 10.
100 million.
Nah. It's made 10. Doubled it. It is. Yeah.
Doubled.
It's, 10
Double
times.
2.
It's made 10.
What's it made?
What's it made?
Made. I reckon. I don't know. 8.
8 mil?
10.
10 mil? 1.7.
It's broke even.
Yeah.
No.
Almost exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's gutting.
So if I had have paid for it and not gone the BFI free trial,
You might have tipped him over.
fuck.
But that's box office 1.7. On streaming, you are going to make some money. So it might make another meal.
Yeah.
But that is a brilliant film for 1.7.
Yeah.
That is a brilliant film.
You're both saying it's a brilliant film and a brilliant performance. It's the performance is better than the film, though. The film's a little bit.
But that is the film, isn't it?
Do you think?
No. I think you just. I don't think.
Everyone in it's great.
I don't think. I think
Everyone
it's very
does-
difficult, Coulson. To you can't. You aren't able to separate yourself from when you just don't like something. I think the film is really technically really interesting.
So
Not
you-
having the other person.
And you think the story's got something?
I think it's brilliant. You've got a
Okay.
psychotherapist going
Who's
through,
supposed to have their shit together.
who
going through
Yeah,
the
okay.
worst trauma with the worst thing happening to a child, and then the director makes the decision to never see the child to the
Yeah.
final shot, or the husband. I mean, it's quite a risk. You could have easily made it, and everyone gone, "Oh, that was."
I don't think it would be as strong a film if you saw the child. I think that's the whole purpose and point, like that you don't see them because you don't know what you're dealing with as well. And it just adds on to her stress all the time.
Yeah, I think it's technically it is a good film.
Mm.
It's just not for you, and that's fine. That's totally fine. But I do think as a film for 1.7, I mean, crikey,
Mm.
It's good box office stats.
Yeah.
that's very good.
Jack,
Good. That's brilliant.
Jack, you are picking next week's
I am.
film.
Ah,
What is it going to be? First up, are we going to the cinemas or are we on streamers?
You're on the stream. You're not in the
Okay.
cinema. And for me, it's a film that has been at the cinema, and I wanted to catch it on the IMAX, and I didn't get chance.
I wanted to catch it
Ah.
on the eye.
is it that shark one on Netflix?
No, it's not the shark.
Okay.
one.
The Meg 2?
No, it's called Thrash.
No, it's not Thrash
It's meant to be awful.
or Thrush or Meg 2.
I know what it is.
What?
Is it a documentary?
It might be.
Baz Luhrmann.
It is, yeah.
Elvis.
It's the Elvis.
Is it on the stream?
It's on the stream. It's on your Apple. It's on your Amazon.
What's it called?
Epic. I think Elvis Presley in concert.
Oh,
Not
brilliant.
the Elvis.
Movie.
Not the Elvis movie
To
with Austin
clarify for
Butler.
everybody.
Yes.
Oh, I'll look forward to that, Doc.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
when Baz Luhrmann was making Elvis, he
Yes.
found a load of footage.
A load of footage that they found at Elvis's house, I think, and it's basically footage that the world has never seen of Elvis in concert. There's lots of behind the scenes, blah blah blah, and he's digitally remastered it, and apparently it looks like it was filmed yesterday.
Yeah.
Great.
I've
Perfect.
heard it's brilliant.
yeah.
Mm.
I've
Very
only
good.
heard good things.
That's good. I've only heard good things about Elvis. He's a singer.
He is
Nice guy.
Yeah, I've heard good things
Died
about
on the toilet in Graceland, which I'm going to.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what we've got time for. We will see you here on Friday. We'll be giving you this week's trick of the trade and more. If you want extra, Patreon's the place to be. A good episode on the Patreon this week. Make sure you go and get it. Until then, bye-bye.
Bye.